Deep in the whisper wood lived a little girl named Luna. She loved to play hide and seek with the fireflies and make dandelion chains for her friends. "Who's there?" she asked. A tiny face peeked out from behind the leaves. "It's just me," said a small voice. "An owl." She raced home and grabbed some pillows and blankets, then returned to the whisper wood. Soon she had built a cozy fort under the weeping willow. "What are we gonna do?" whispered her friend Finn, snuggling into a pillow. The owl was as small as Luna's hand with big yellow eyes and feathers the color of burnt umber. It was wearing a crown and riding a leaf like a raft. "Hello," said Luna. "Where are you going?" The fish wiggled its whiskers. "To the Queen's ball, of course," it said. "The merman is too scary. He eats princesses for breakfast." Taking a deep breath, Luna stepped out onto the bank and walked toward the palace. The doors burst open and a crowd of fish swam out. "The king has ordered that every fish in the river must attend." The palace walls shimmered with reflected light, and the river sparkled with joy. "It's going to be the most spectacular event in the whole wide world. Did you bring back the happy dreams?" he asked. Luna nodded as the other kids arrived. They dipped and swooped through the trees, lighting up the sky with their shimmering glow. The owl smiled, his eyes shining with happiness. "Thank you," he whispered to the children. "Now the river will flow with dreams again." And with that, he released his glowing dream leaves into the river, each one carrying a piece of Luna's magic. The fish were delighted and quickly began their journey upstream, eager to share the beautiful dreams with the sleeping villagers. As the first rays of sunlight peeked over the horizon, the children knew that their adventure had only just begun. Together, they watched as the owl painted more dream leaves, each one filled with magical adventures and exciting escapades. She hugged the mermaid goodbye and promised to return soon. Back at the fort, her friends were waking up. "Look what I found," she said, dropping a leaf into each of their hands. They all ate the leaves and dreamed happy dreams that day. "Why are you crying?" asked Luna. "Because no one is dreaming happy things anymore," sniffed the owl. A giant fish with a torn fin and a drooping mustache swam closer. "You're not invited to the ball, little fish," he said. "And besides, everyone's too scared to go. Even the mermaids are hiding in their grottos." The chocolate fish sighed. "I wish someone would come and save the day." "Well, no one should be," said Luna. "You're just a silly fish." And with that, she tipped her crown into the water. The river sparkled. "Look," gasped the merman. "The river's reflecting the light. It's beautiful." He dipped his head and nuzzled her hand. "Thank you." It was a leaf, a beautiful leaf painted with swirling patterns and sparkling dots. The fish gasped. "But why would you want to go?" "Everyone's afraid." "Because I want to make the river beautiful again," said Luna. "I ate my last princess this morning," he said with a menacing grin. "So I'm ready for another." But before he could grab her, Luna splashed him with water from the river. "Stop being mean," she shouted. "No one's afraid of you." And with that, she climbed onto the fish's leaf raft and they sailed away. Startled, Luna sat up and looked around. The others were still sleeping, so she tiptoed outside the fort and followed the path the leaf had come from. It led her to the river bank where she found more leaves, each one more spectacular than the last. There were fields of laughing apples, forests of candy floss, and rivers of chocolate. "How do you know?" asked Luna, puzzled. "Are you all right?" she asked. When she saw the crown in Luna's hand, she gasped. "Oh, you found my lost treasure." She took the crown and placed it on her head. "Thank you," she said. "Now let's dance." One day, Luna was swinging on a tree branch when she heard someone crying. "I paint dreams onto leaves and drop them into the river. Then the fish take them upstream to the sleeping people. They eat the leaves and dream wonderful dreams. But now everyone's dreams are scary and dark, and no one wants to eat my dream leaves." He showed Luna a basket filled with colorful leaves. Each one was a masterpiece, painted with scenes of fantastical creatures and faraway lands. The owl wiped his eyes with a leaf. "We can help you," said Luna. She had an idea, but first she needed to find her friends. "We're going to fall asleep here and have happy dreams," said Luna. One by one, they all closed their eyes and drifted off to sleep. The last thing Luna saw before she fell asleep was the owl watching them with hopeful eyes. When she woke up, she felt something brush against her cheek. Then she heard a giggle and saw a chocolate fish peek its head above the water. Suddenly, a grumpy voice boomed. "Who said that?" Just then, Luna had an idea. "I'll go to the ball," she said. As they approached the palace, Luna could hear the other fish whispering in fear. "Don't go in," they warned. "Welcome to the ball," said a gruff voice. It was the merman. He was even bigger and scarier up close. Startled, the merman backed away. "What? No one's afraid of me?" he stammered. Suddenly, the palace doors opened and a beautiful mermaid swam out. And that's exactly what they did. All the fish and merfolk joined in, swirling and leaping through the water. When the sun began to rise, Luna knew it was time to go. That night, Luna returned to the riverbank to find the owl waiting for her. Then something amazing happened. The leaves began to glow. The fireflies had returned to the Whisper Wood.